Hi everyone, my name is Yasmin Kazran. I am a teacher candidate at Brock University, and today I'm going to be talking about whether students, so specifically alumni and graduates, how they can pay off their student debt and loans within a 3-year time frame. So this is the topic I chose for my Genius Hour project. Now, before I go into actual detail about my research and findings, I'm going to talk about basically what sparked my interest in wanting to pursue this topic for my project. Now, I know many students can relate to this topic because many of us had to take out a loan, whether it be a loan from the bank or an assisted program like OSAP, in order to use it towards our school tuition. Now, if you're nodding your head in agreement or you know exactly what I'm talking about, then this project will come in interest to you. Now, we all know university and college is pretty expensive, and well, like many others and myself, I'm in the process of completing my second degree, um, and that's double the tuition, double the loans. That's basically trailing behind me. And so I have my undergrad loan, and now I have my teacher's education loan that I've just that I've applied for OSAP for. And now, for me, this subject hits home close to home because I know that once I'm out of university, I'm going to be owing all this money. Now we only have a short grace period before they start charging us interest. And I know I'm going to have to come up with a plan to basically pay that off as fast as possible. Now, how did I come up with this Genius Hour project idea? It's an actually a little funny story. I was just at home. It was just like a Sunday evening. I hear a ding from my phone, so I check, and it's an email from OSAP. Now, it was just like an informative email, but it actually sparked a little idea in my mind. I was thinking, now, okay, so many of us have student loans, and I think I can come up with a way to help myself and help others overcome these debts. So this is basically where I was inspired for my Genius Hour project. The first step I took towards finding some answers was I headed right off to Google, and I put in initially I just put in some broad searches. I just wanted to find general websites that offer techniques, tips, tricks, pointers on how to pay off your student debt quickly. At first, I was finding some pages that were they were for repayment programs. Now, I would be careful with those because a lot of them will say they'll help you pay off your debt, but with that is their payment programs are much longer. They can range between 10 to 25 years. So that's not what we want here. Totally defies the purpose of our goal because we want to be paying it within 3 years. Now I did a little more research, and I'm going to share with you a few tips that I found. First one is understanding your student loans. Now I kept seeing that over and over again. It seems to be very important because a lot of people forget how much they actually owe. So go back into your history of loan, check out how much you are owing. So from there you can work on a budgeting plan. Second tip is pay your monthly payments in a bigger lump sum. So don't just do the minimum required payment. Do a little bit more, little higher payments because that way you're going to reach your goal much quicker. Third was cut down on any unnecessary spendings. So try to go out less. Don't be buying every single meal, breakfast, lunch, dinner every day. Try maybe buying groceries, cooking, make food at home. Now, these are just some examples. There's a lot more that you could cut down on. Tip number 4 is to stick to a budget. Plan out a budget that fits your needs, something that you're comfortable with, and stick it through. Don't cheat. Now, these seem to be a bunch of great tips, but I started to think, I'm like, how effective are they? This is where I decided to go a little deeper into my topic because I wanted more personal feedback. what actually works, what doesn't work. So my next step from here was to look at personal blogs of previous students who have shared their success stories and their experiences with paying off their student debt. So that's what I decided to look at next. Next thing I looked at was personal blogs. Now, there was one personal blog that caught my interest. The author talked about what worked for her and what plan she used to pay off her debt, her school debt. A few of them were just cutting off needless spending, such as cable. That's optional. Everything is available online now. There's so many free streaming websites and memberships like Netflix you could get. Even cutting down on a gym membership if you have an accessible one at work, or even try home workouts. There's a lot of fitness channels on YouTube that you could use to do at the comfort of your home. Maybe even thinking about getting a roommate, splitting your rent cost in half, or as previously mentioned, cut down on spending money on food 3 times a day, every day. Do grocery shopping, prepare your own meals at home. Now, a lot of these tips were similar to what I had found on the general website, so that's great for what I had found. So it seems like budgeting expenses is very important, as well as cutting down on needless spending. These will help immensely. Now, next, I want to look at how we could earn extra income, because generally, the 9 to 5 job straight out of university may not be the highest paying, or it just might not be enough to tackle what we want to do for paying off our loans. So I'm just going to look at how we could earn some extra cash on the side. Next, I did some research as well as my own thinking on how we could earn some extra money apart from our full-time jobs. You can try cleaning out your closet, selling any extra clothes or bags, shoes, things that you aren't even using anymore. Take them to a consignment shop and make some extra cash. My sister does this all the time, and it's a great way to make extra money. Second way is to join focus groups and get paid for your opinion. There's a lot of market research groups that are looking for consumers like us that will pay us for our opinions about their products. Third is to turn your pastime into a side job. So personally for me, I enjoy teaching. So I have my own tutoring business that I do. I tutor students French, and that's my way of earning some extra cash separate to my job. So just think about what you like to do. If it's yoga, maybe take a certification class and instruct a yoga class. Think about what you like to do and try to think about how you can turn this into a way to earn some extra money. Thinking about all the research I've done, I'm definitely feeling a lot more positive about my student loans. The important step here is figuring out how much you actually owe and then just go from there. So come up with a budgeting plan that works for you. Cut out on optional expenses that you don't actually need and that you can survive without. Think about getting a second job or just ways you can earn some extra cash that you can put towards your loans. Consider this money to be your student loan money and put it straight to your monthly payments. Don't get tempted to spend it on needless things. I hope everyone is able to take something out of my project and apply it to their life. I know for me, I know I'm going to be able to look at my student loan and feel okay with it because I know what I can do, and I know what steps to take to quickly diminish this debt. If you're feeling hopeless and uneasy about your debts, I hope that my Genius Hour project has turned your outlook around and made you feel a little bit more positive and feel like there's hope, because I know we can do this. Thank you for taking time out of your day to listen.